Sup fam, welcome to the MrsReddit channel. I'm your host, Karen Monroe. Today we decide who is the jerk, where a Karen insists her parents feed their cat a vegan diet. Before we get started, do me a favor, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Am I the jerk for refusing to pay for my sister's husband's surgery with my inheritance/college money? Context. My sister, 27 female, and I, 18 female, lost our dad a year ago. He was my only parent. My mom was never in mine or my sister's life. My dad left an inheritance for me and my sister, and she used her money to buy new cars and renovate her house. I live with my aunt right now because my brother-in-law won't let me stay with my sister. I'm planning on using my inheritance money to pay for college tuition. I've always wanted to be a doctor, but I haven't decided which branch yet. My sister and I haven't been close. It started after she got married to her chronically ill husband, who she allowed to make backhanded comments about my dad and mock his illness. He even made a scene at his funeral. I've distanced myself. But my sister has been visiting a lot lately, venting about my brother-in-law's condition. He's been in and out of the hospital for heart problems and is in need of a surgery. She brought up my inheritance money several times, but I ended up cutting that conversation short. She then straight up asked if I could help pay for her husband's surgery, and she'd pay me back in less than a year. I felt uneasy because if I give her money from my inheritance, which is a large amount, there's no guarantee she'll pay me back before it's time to apply for college. I'm taking a year gap, but I know my sister can't pay back that much, and I feel like I'm risking my future. I refused to help, and my sister had a meltdown at my aunt's house, calling me heartless, cruel, and non-empathetic. She said that her husband's health should be a priority, and I need to help because my education is nothing compared to someone's health. She asked if I'd be happy to see her as a widow, and my nephew have no father. My aunt suggested others help pay, but most of them cut my sister and her husband off. I argued that her husband's poor health isn't my fault after she kept blaming and guilt-tripping me. She kept crying, and although my aunt decided to stay out of it, she said that I should be prepared for permanent damage in my relationship with my sister if I don't help her now. She's been sending texts and pictures of her family telling me this is what I was saying no to, a happy, healthy family with a healthy husband and father. I cried and felt like I was being selfish, a bad aunt and sister. I asked my friend, and he said let them sell the cars and all the luxurious stuff they bought to afford the surgery. He warned me if I give the money, I'll never get it back and may not be able to go to medical school. Your friend is right. You will never get that money back since your sister isn't willing to give up her luxurious lifestyle. She chose how to spend her inheritance. She didn't save for a rainy day, and she isn't entitled to yours because of her poor financial planning. If she knew her husband was in poor health, she should have set money aside knowing he would probably need it someday. You are not the jerk for not wanting to give up what is rightfully yours. Am I the jerk for inviting my girlfriend on an expensive vacation and expecting her to pay all of her share? My girlfriend, myself, my parents, my brother and his wife all went on vacation in another country a week ago. My brother and I were the ones who did most of the planning of the itinerary, although he did ask everyone else for their input. For background, I make around $150K as an IT consultant. My girlfriend is a teacher making $45K. My parents are pretty affluent, as well as my brother and sister-in-law. My girlfriend knew this trip was coming up and took on a second job waitressing on the weekends for several months to get ready for it. We have always split things 50-50 in the past 2 years that we have been together. During our vacation, there were a few times when she did not go on the outings with us. Wine tasting, scuba diving, etc. She also would only eat 2 meals a day, simply stating that she was on a budget since my family does favor more high-end places. My parents thought it was very strange that she only eats 2 meals a day when she normally eats 3. When we got home, I asked her why she skipped out on several of the outings and only ate 2 meals a day. I mentioned how I heard her stomach growling one night and said I was concerned about her having an eating disorder. She got teary-eyed and said 3 meals a day wasn't fiscally feasible for her, and neither were the outings that she chose not to go on. She only went on 3 of the 6 outings. She said she was not expecting everything to cost so much, and she was overwhelmed. She also said she doesn't know if this is going to work long-term if she's expected to go on vacations like that with people who make so much more than her. I feel bad that I did not pick up on her discomfort sooner. But we did agree to split everything 50-50, and I don't know why she agreed to come if the cost was an issue. First off, OP, you are 100% the jerk. I can't believe you are questioning whether or not you were wrong here. There is so much wrong, I don't even know where to start. If you know how much your girlfriend makes and she is literally working 2 jobs to try and make some extra money for vacation, what is stopping you from helping to pay her share? It's not even fair to be splitting everyday costs 50-50 if you are making more than 3 times what she makes. I question if you even care about her, considering you have no clue why someone making significantly less than you would not be able to afford a lavish vacation, and that you wouldn't help cover some of her costs. Honestly, you don't seem as concerned as you claim to be. Before our last story, hit that like button and leave a comment. Would you sacrifice a meal every day to go on vacation with your significant other? I know I wouldn't. Karen Monroe be dumpster diving. Am I the jerk for telling my stepdaughter she's absolutely under no circumstances allowed to switch out my cat's food for vegan food, even though she's losing weight because the sight of normal cat food makes her sick? Since moving in with us 3 months ago, my stepdaughter has become increasingly snappy and unhappy with how her dad and I run our lives. We aren't environmentally conscious enough because we don't compost our waste. We are negligent because we leave lights on when we leave our home for security reasons. We should switch to electric cars. We are contributing to the inhumane treatment of cows by consuming dairy. The list is endless. My cat Mango is getting old. He has lived a full life of eating whatever he likes, obviously within reason, and he's happy this way. My stepdaughter is now insisting she will purchase vegan cat food because seeing Mango eat meat makes her sick. We feed him in the kitchen and she will literally throw up or gag and leave if she sees him eat meat. And we leave out dry biscuits for him to snack on, which apparently also makes her sick. It's not like we leave a mess out, but even if she smells his food in the morning, she will heave and walk away. Her dad and I both told her if she's unhappy with it, she needs to find someplace else to live. Although we are genuinely sorry she lost her appetite and has lost weight, we aren't going to change Mango's lifestyle. She has yelled, cursed at us, cried, and begged, but we are not happy with Mango eating a vegan diet. We don't feed him cheap stuff either. We feed him quality cat food that isn't processed and full of sugar or grain. It's pretty much gourmet Gordon Ramsay worthy cat food. I just want to start by saying there's plenty of research that cats should not be on a vegan diet. They absolutely need to eat meat to stay healthy. So your stepdaughter's request to have your cat go vegan could actually harm him. It's just something you have to deal with if you want to be vegan and a caring cat owner. You are not the jerk. You might want to have your stepdaughter do some research into a healthy cat diet before you threaten to kick her out, though. That's all for today. Click on this playlist for more Mrs. Reddit episodes. See you soon. It's pretty much Gordon. God damn it.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gourmet Gordon. God. You're gonna play a boopers. I'm gonna start the whole thing over.